demand the riches of freedom and the security of justice. We have also come to this hallowed spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of now. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time. There are those who are asking the devotees of civil rights, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horrors of police brutality.
Talk to me so you can see.
You got Kathy on the phone, by the way, Ed.
Well, hello, America and the world. You are live on the Los Angeles Civil Rights Association Speaks Out. I'm your host, Eddie Jones. We talk about civil rights, constitutional rights, human rights, and your amendment rights. And when you know your rights, you can exercise your rights in every way possible to assist you in making sure that you get justice. There is no justice unless we make justice. We have to fight for the justice. So every week here on the show, we have very distinguished guests every single week. And we are going to do an introduction right now. We're going to start off with our little young lady. How are you? Say your name.
Hi, my name is Kimari.
And how old are you, Kimori?
6 years old.
Okay, let's keep going.
My name is Rashawn.
Rashawn, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Okay, co-producer.
Co-producer LaRonda Lewis.
LaRonda Lewis. And we have...
Hi, Julie Harris.
Julie Harris. And...
Bijan Robinson.
From...
UCSD.
UCSD and...
Elise Jove, also from UCSD.
Yes, and...
Twiggy from MJ Hoax Live.
Twiggy and...
Malika Walker.
Miss Malika Walker. And, of course, you know I'm Eddie Jones. And we're all here. And then I have my brother here, Daryl Jones, who's our photographer for today. And then my brother, Dennis Jones, who does executive protection to make sure that we're okay while we're doing our show.
Got Brian on the line, too.
Okay. We have Kathy on the line. Let's take a call from Kathy real quick.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Kathy, how are you? Where are you calling
Very
from?
good. Atlanta.
From Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
How's the weather out there?
Very good. Good.
Wonderful.
A little cold, but we're doing good.
Now, what's on your mind, Kathy?
What I just wanted to say a little bit about important justice for Michael is also the people who claim addiction in public should really apologize in public, because these stories are kind of dividing the fan base the way I see it. And if we want justice, we have to all unite and set these differences aside and stop attacking each other for looking at things differently, to be honest with you, Eddie. And I just get concerned because all this drug addiction is out there, and yet, you know, if you really look at the coroner's report, it doesn't show that at all. It shows no evidence of drug addiction. It even lists all the, the pill vials they found and the amount of pills that were in each vial when they were filled.
Well, Kathy,
and when they, go ahead, sure.
I don't mean to cut you off, but we're almost there. I want you to hold on, call back in a minute. We're going to get to the Michael Jackson segment. We're going to start off with UC San Diego, but what you're talking about is what we're going to be talking about the entire show. So I want you to hold on the line. If you don't mind, for just a minute, we'll be right back to you, okay?
No problem. Okay. No problem. Mm-hmm.
Now, as you all well know, just not too long ago at UC San Diego, there was what they called a Compton Cookout. Now, the Compton Cookout is where the fraternity, which was Caucasian, dressed up as African Americans. They wore jeans and white T-shirts and mimicking African Americans and carrying around fried chicken and 40 ounces and stuff like that. Well, that is bigotry. That is a hate crime. That is a civil violation of African Americans who do attend UC San Diego, who are extremely offended by it. And we have some guests in the studio with us right now, which we're going to introduce at this time. Bijan, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Now, you are a student there, right?
Yes, I am. I'm a freshman.
And you're in the Black Student Union, right?
Correct.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Basically, one of the frats on campus had a Compton cookout.
We got Podge on the line here.
We had a student funding television show that called us ungrateful nigger B-words.
Oh, my gosh. That is deeper than the ocean.
Yes.
They did that on campus?
Yes.
In 2010?
Yes.
How offensive is that? Let's just move over just for a second to your classmate. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Tell me your name again.
My name is Elise Jope.
And you're a student there at UC San Diego?
Yes, I'm a second
What's
year.
your major?
Ethnic Studies.
Wow, that's really deep. So that's even deeper. Ethnic Studies, wow. So how do you feel about what happened on campus?
I feel, really when I think about it, I'm just at a loss for words. I'm more surprised at the fact that people think racism doesn't exist anymore. People are so ignorant to the fact, and people on campus are against our cause because they feel like that's the only event that's happened.
Now, let me ask you a question. I heard, and I also analyzed and evaluated the net, that there was a hanging noose in your library.
Yes.
That is a safety violation.
Yes.
You know why? Because safety-wise, how can you study if you're seeing a noose there? You're afraid for your life.
Exactly.
So that's a safety violation. That's a civil violation. I thought that hanging nooses went out the back door in who knows when.
He's right.
You know, if Martin Luther King were alive right now, if Malcolm X were alive, if Medgar Evers were alive, Cesar Chavez, they would just be so upset. If Gandhi was alive, he would be upset. We cannot allow this type of activity to happen in any of our universities. Mary Ann, the chancellor over there at UC San Diego, you have a big, big job on your hands. We need you to clean up this mess. We need you to rectify this problem. We need you to analyze and evaluate how you can get all these students to get along. And the ones who are disrespecting the students that come there for an education, not for anything else, but to be educated, to move on in life, to be successful, to be productive in our society. Please give them a pass. Let's put this racism stuff behind us. And why don't we plan a march?
That sounds good.
That sounds good? Okay, so what we'll do after the show today, we will set a date and we will get, well, you know what happened at UCLA yesterday, right?
Yeah.
That was so beautiful. Hundreds and thousands of students gathered at UCLA on behalf of UC San Diego.
We thank them very much.
We're thanking UCLA right now. Let's clap it up for UCLA and UC San Diego. Oh, wow.
Really
Yeah.
all the support from the UCs.
Gee, we just had 2 people walk in the studio. My brother, Dennis Jones. Come on over to the mic, Dennis.
4 people on the line here.
I have 4 people on the line. Okay. How you doing, TJ?
How's everybody out there, all the listeners? How you doing?
All right, and my brother, Daryl Jones, if we can just come on over, Daryl, and say hello. The photography is being done by my other brother, Daryl Jones. What's up, Daryl?
Hello, Eddie.
All right, man. Love you, bro. Thanks, man.
Great show.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, ladies, so what we're going to do is we're going to move away from UC San Diego. We want to get the word out. We know that you're here. We are live. Oh, yeah, by the way, I want to thank all the people that are watching the show from all over the world. I know you're watching in Africa, Yugoslavia, Russia, Germany, and in America, New York, Chicago, Detroit, wherever you are right now. Get your popcorn out because it's getting ready to get really, really good in here. Let's take a phone call.
Brian.
Caller, go ahead.
Hello, Eddie. It's Taj here.
Taj, where are you calling from?
I'm from the UK. I just want to say the ladies from the university in San Diego, I think we should get a protest march page up for them on Facebook.
All right. Yeah.
I agree. Thank you.
I agree with you, Taj. That's a beautiful thing. We're going to do that. I want to, well, Taj, hold the line because I believe we have a guest coming on. Hold the line for 1 minute.
Okay.
Leo, can we get Mr. Oxman on the phone?
He's on the phone.
Mr. Oxman, are you there?
I am right here, Eddie. How are you?
Fine. Everybody clap it up for Mr. Brian Oxman. He has been the attorney for the Jacksons for how many years, Mr. Oxman?
For 23 years, Eddie, I had nice black hair when I first started with these folks. And you know what they've done to me.
Well, you know, I'm sure that like they love you. You know, you have been with them through thick and thin. And by the way, I just want to say right now, we love the Jackson family. We love, I want to name everybody if I can. Joe, Catherine, Tito. Matter of fact, Mr. Oxman, just listen to this. Can we get that tape from last week?
You got it.
All right, let's put that tape on. Listen to this, Mr. Oxman. This is last week.
You bet.
You know, being a civil rights leader, I feel like I should